What is going on, Sooner fans, Sooner Nation? Welcome back. Sooner Surge live Friday night, the night before the first game of the 2025 season kicks off. We've made it, officially made it to football season. And I must admit, didn't have it on my bingo card tonight, but watched the Lee Corso Not So Fast, My Friend show tonight on ESPN. Had a good little cry session at the end of it, Germ. Pretty emotional show.
Happy for you, Jay. I'm glad you've embraced that about yourself. Hey, let's talk football instead of Lee Corso. But it's 8 days away until OU straps it up against Illinois State. Football officially gets underway tomorrow with, two former, Big 12 conference foes that are going to be playing tomorrow. You got K-State, Iowa State, battle of top 25 teams. They're in Dublin, Ireland at 11 a.m. on ESPN. And then you also got Kansas, Fresno State. I can't believe Jalen Daniels is still in college. Guy's been there forever. But Jay, eight days away. That's Brandon Daniels. I know I mentioned him right before left the live last night. Braden also got emotional, Jay. Wow.
It was Germ. Go watch it tonight. It was very well done.
I don't plan on it.
In fact, some of it I was unaware of how just everything. It was really good.
I saw Leslie Brown's comment. Leslie, I'm just going to say this. I don't know whether it's inside news, but redshirt days are done for a lot of players. Now, I know you're mentioning the freshman running back who's Torrey Blaylock. Torrey Blaylock is going to play this year. I do not think he's going to be RB number 2. I think he's going to play probably early in the non-con, and then if he impresses, I think he's going to play more. To me, that's how it works. Is you get in there, you make the most of your opportunities, and then you play more. And there's other guys who are looking to make the most of their opportunities. Guys in that DB room, because if Eli Bowen isn't going to be ready early, there's going to be guys who have a chance to kind of take that spot.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, let me answer some of these. Chester, what I was talking about when I opened, you said you got when I opened with was the Lee Corso documentary, Not So Fast, My Friend, was on ESPN tonight. Really well done. Go check it out. I want to get a Sooner fan here. I agree with 2 of these 3, Texas and Florida. I for some reason, I just feel like it's going to be Missouri instead of Arkansas. But, hey, the thing is this. I think Texas and Florida are about as locked can be.
I'm not sold on Florida being a lock.
If you look at just the way the other team, they're trying to equal it out, I think it's going to be Florida, Jerm. I think it's going to be Florida.
Chad thinks it's Texas A&M, Missouri. Jay, John Ritchie mentioned that OU's got a lot of rotational pieces. And I think now we see how much trust BV has in the rotational pieces. It's one thing to talk about the rotational pieces, mention how they're coming on in practice. It's another thing to pull the trigger and have them play in games. And to me, that's what's lacking. You've got to, and it sounds like there's no drop-off in some of the position groups. That has to be what happens, and to where you can rotate guys in. You're not going to feel like you're going to lose something when you do. That's a sign of championship teams, championship caliber teams, guys who are fresh in the fourth quarter when it matters. I want to see this defense with a lead and what that looks like, because OU fans don't know what that's like. OU was not a team who would gather leads or leads enough where they could pin their ears back. That has to change things if that happens, and I expect it to happen some this year, Jay.
No, I do too. I do too. 918. I think Georgia and Florida is going to be a game too. I think that's going to be one of the games.
Yeah, I think that's automatic.
I think that'll be an automatic one. I would agree. Hey, let's get to what the graphic was about tonight. 8 wins. I think it was posed. Is it good enough? Is that how it was posed? What was the question?
Is 8 wins enough for Team 131? Now listen, I kind of decided on the title based on 8 days left and the old show, 8 is enough. There was a show, 8 is enough, Jay.
I know.
And I think the question here is 8 enough? And personally, it's not enough for BB to keep his job. Personally, is it for the university? It may be.
Well, I think I saw people say, I think OU fans want 9 wins and they want playoff. That's
it
used to having in Oklahoma.
And please don't misinterpret, construe what I say or what we're talking about. 8 wins is never enough at OU. Are we clear, Sooner Nation? 8 wins is never enough at OU. This is not moral victory year. This is not, hey, prove we can play with the big boys.
But it would be a good year, 8 wins, but it's not the standard. Is that what you're saying?
8 wins is never a good year at Oklahoma.
I understand what you're saying, but compared to last year,
comparatively speaking, but that's not what we're doing at Oklahoma.
Well, I know.
Exactly, Sooner fan. This isn't A&M.
Does it matter how they lose, in your opinion?
No, a loss. Hey, Jay, if it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, it's a duck. If it looks like a loss, it's a loss. There's no, I just said no moral victories for Oklahoma. There's no such thing, Jason. If OU goes to Bama and loses by 3, it's not, well, they're proving that they can do it. This is not Oklahoma football. That's not what it's about.
And the fans are agreeing 8 wins not enough.
187 hours. It was 211 last night, which means minus 24 is 187. You subtract that tomorrow night, it's going to be 163. Then it's going to be 149.
We get it, Jerm. We get it.
Then it's going to be close to double digits.
Platone says he will accept 8 wins only if Mateer misses most of the season with injuries if we lose 5+ starters for the year. Prepare yourself because BB will stay at 8-4. And I think you're saying he probably would. You're just saying personally you wouldn't, right, Jerm?
Personally, I wouldn't. And Chester's right in the fact that year, 09 year, Jay, they had injuries, not just, I mean, they had superstar injuries. What was the double negative I used, Jay?
Wow, getting called out for your double negative, Jerm.
What was the double negative, Jay? I can't remember.
I'm not very good with double negatives, so obviously I didn't catch it, but somebody did. Talon got it.
Talon got it, but I'd like to know what the double negative was.
I'm sure he'll tell you, Jerm.
I'm ready to see it. Maybe Hunter caught it.
Slacking on your grammar, man.
Well, let me see what I said first.
You don't think you said it, do you?
I may have, Jay, but
Bradford and Gresham were both injured that year, correct?
Yeah.
That's correct. Do you agree?
No, I disagree.
No, I don't think so.
I disagree.
I don't even want to speculate about that, but
yeah,
he wants to coach in the SEC. I do know that. I pretty much said it. Don't know whether
I disagree with that right now in this day and age. Robert says, I believe 10 games are a year still possible. However, the 11 win and undefeated season are. Yeah, I just don't think teams in college football are. You are right. You are right, Greg God. College football tomorrow.
Hey, Germ, how many, if you look at the Vegas odds, how many teams are picked to have over 10.5?
I haven't looked.
I don't think I heard this on the radio. I think it was
3.
0, I thought.
Oh, really?
Maybe it was 11.5 that was 0. But let me ask you this. How many do you think in the SEC get to 10 wins? How many are sitting at 10-2 at the end of the year in the SEC? 2?
1.
Ooh, 1? I think 2. I think 2
2
get
tops.
I think 2 get there, 10-2. It would be my guess. Would be my guess. 10-2.
Some of it's going to depend on those teams like an A&M who really has a pretty weak schedule, and if they do.
There's your grammar. There it is. Good job, Talon. Says not no such thing.
I don't think I said not no such thing.
Well, you can go clip it after the show. I bet you did if Talon called you out.
Okay, maybe. And if I did, I'm saying that there is such a thing because it's a double negative.
Hey, I'm going to mention some teams.
And I'm off my game if I said not no such thing. I can't think of a time in my life I've said there's not no such thing. I said there's no such thing, but.
Yeah, you might have. A lot of people saying 2, maybe 3. And then that would be me too. 2, I think 2. Chester says 2 at most. I think it's going to be 2. What's up, KJ Goated? I think 2 teams in the SEC end up with 10 wins. Big Ten, I would probably say the same for Big Ten too.
Greg God's got 3. Who are they, Greg God?
I don't think they're getting 3.
Greg God, who would you say those 3 are?
Well, probably Georgia, Texas are 2 of them.
Hey, 8-4 is it. I see the comment. 8-4 is not a bad season. You're right. It's a horrible season. It's better than last year. That's not what we're talking about. Please, guys.
Will 9-3 OU get in the play? We've talked about this before.
I think yes.
You think yes, but I'm still like, it depends on what the other teams are and who you beat, all that stuff. It's going to matter.
Guys, let's think about something. This is Oklahoma football. I know the phrase, there's only one Oklahoma. I get that. Don't spit that out of your mouth and then be happy with 8-4 seasons, first off. Second of all, this isn't the year of 4 playoff teams. 12 playoff teams. A minimum 3 from the conference OU's in. So what we're saying is, if OU's not in the playoff, they're not the top 3 in their own conference. Guys, take a step back. We're talking about Oklahoma football. They should be a top 3 in their conference every year. Every single year, top 3 in their conference, and you're in the playoff.
Top 4 for sure. Hey.
Top 3.
Hey, Germ. What is the – I don't understand the team that I don't understand all the hype they're getting. And I know they're talented, but I don't understand the Alabama stuff. They got a
Ryan Grubb is back with his guy.
I get it, but Germ, they got a quarterback never played a snap, and neither is Mateer at Oklahoma. I get it. I just think I am not sold on them being for sure. I mean, there's people picking them to win the whole thing, and that's fine. I think it's because I'm not sold 100% on DeBoer, and I'm not sold on Ty Simpson. And they may both prove me wrong, and I'll look like an idiot, which wouldn't be the first time. Maybe I'll dress up as my count. They were talented last year, though, too, and Milroe was talented. They were barely talented last year. What happened?
918 says talented and well coached, Jay. I
think the Saban effect.
No, I think you disagree with the well coached part.
No, I think he's a good coach. I don't think he's a great.
Don't be bashful. You disagree.
I don't think he's a great coach. I think he's a good coach.
Hey, now, Greg, I'll say this. Look, I've been really high on Kalen DeBoer, and I love the fact that Ryan Grubb is there with him now. It's the match made in heaven, the reunited tandem that dominated at Washington. But when you say it has a very complete team, what about the quarterback position, which really makes or breaks it? Now you have Jam Miller that's out. You have a lot of guys on the defensive end that are really good, but I am kind of playing devil's advocate here, Jay, with you too, because I know you kind of agree with it. They have not proven it. When was the last, and this is for everyone in the chat, by the way, a decent quarterback, we'll see. When was the last time a team really was dominant or high in the playoff without really good quarterback play?
As far as in recent years?
Recent years. A team that just had average quarterback play and was
Boise
there.
State last year. He wasn't very good.
You can't count Boise State. It's group of 5, bro.
Playoff. You said playoff team.
Out of the Power 4 conferences.
Okay. Well, I mean, according to you, Dylan Gabriel. Last year with Oregon.
I agree with that one.
I mean, according to you, that's your talk on Gabriel.
Jay, if Ty Simpson is as good as Dylan Gabriel was last year, Bama's there.
What about Will Howard, Ohio State?
Will Howard was phenomenal.
Gabriel's better than Howard.
Oh, please don't start. Go look at the playoff run.
He was a better quarterback than Howard, Germ.
Oh, did you watch the playoffs?
I'm not talking about one game.
One of the best playoff runs in the history of playoffs.
He was great.
Are you kidding me?
He was great in the playoffs. I'm saying as far as the regular season, I thought Gabriel had a good year.
Ewers would count. Ewers
was good.
That's what I said. Ewers counts.
Oh, but you're talking about guys that weren't good, I thought.
Ewers counts. I think he was a good quarterback, Jay. Yes, I do. If Ty Simpson is as good as Quinn Ewers was, they'll be there.
I actually think Beck's pretty good too, so I can't say. Now, John says Notre Dame 2018. Who was the quarterback that year? That might be the one because I can't remember who the quarterback was. Who was quarterback in 2018?
I don't recall back in 20. It would have been it's 7 years ago, man. Who was their guy? I don't recall,
That's
Jay.
probably a good answer, John. That's probably a good answer.
I'm just saying, Jay. I don't see it now. There are teams who make quarterback change. Arizona State had really good quarterback play.
Sam Levitt's good. Sam Levitt's good.
Jay, it could be that Alabama makes a change in the quarterback. Keelan Russell comes on the scene. I mean, that could very well happen. What does Alabama's schedule look like early? Can maybe Hunter drop it in the chat? What's their like first 6 games? And I'll tell you if I think Alabama's.
Well, they opened with Florida State. Brandon Wimbush was the quarterback. Okay, there's your answer. Hey, that's yeah.
I don't even know that name, Jay.
I know. Hey, Germ, first game they have Florida State, right? And Florida State's talking a lot of smack.
Yeah, they are.
So
now Ian Book is the name I remember.
He might have been there too that year.
Howard, 4,000 yards, 35 touchdowns.
That many yards?
Yeah.
Dang.
He was phenomenal, Jason.
Jeez.
Phenomenal. Drew Aller. Drew Aller, I mean, he was a good quarterback last year.
Hey, you ready for this hot take?
Yes.
I actually think Florida State's going to give them a heck of a game to open the season.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm pretty high on their quarterback. I thought he was good at Boston College.
Yeah.
And you talked about out to prove something. Florida State's out. They got to do something. But they're not beating. I don't think they're going to beat Alabama. I think they're going to play them closer, though. I think
2024 did not have a dominating quarterback. I'm not saying dominating. I didn't say that. All those guys are above average that we mentioned. Yeah. All those guys are above average. If Ty Simpson isn't that, they're going to make a change and they're not going to be in the playoffs. And people are saying that Ian Book took over for Wimbush after 3 games. John said that. 918 said that. So that's what it is. FSU doesn't have the talent to beat Bama. Hey, Ben, did OU have the talent to beat Bama last year?
Did Vanderbilt last year?
Did Vanderbilt have the talent to beat Bama last year? Curious. If it's about talent, then crown Bama right now. If it's about talent, go ahead, walk to Tuscaloosa, walk there and give it to him right now. It's over.
Hey, do you know what?
Go to Tuscaloosa and give him the trophy. It's over if we're doing that. If this game is based on talent alone, let's do it. Why even play the ball game?
Do you know what Florida State was ranked last year, the first game to open the season? They were in the London game or whatever. Where was it? Dublin last year?
It might have been.
Might have been. What were they ranked going in the season?
I don't recall.
Number 10. And they went, pew, plummet.
Gavin Sawchuk playing, Jay?
I haven't heard it. I need to go look and see. I imagine he's going to play, yeah.
If you want to crown him, Denny Green. Leslie Brown says.
That was Leach.
It was Mike Leach, so it would have been 99, I think.
It would have been 99.
Because Mangino was there in 2000.
Yeah,
Leach was there. Stoops first. It would have been 1999.
Yeah,
I agree, Greg. The talent argument it's valid at some point. You got to have talent. People have to have talent, but it's lame because I've seen teams less talented win national championships. I've seen less talented teams win games weekly, daily. Speaking of daily, it's almost the time where we're going to have football daily or nightly in our living rooms, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Hey, I'm going to ask about 3 trivia questions tonight.
Well, let's open the phone lines first.
Open the phone lines, get them in there. Check out the FanStop, www.thefanstop.com. Code SURGE, you'll get 10% off your first 3 months. Great products, great people. Looky here. You like this hat? Only get it at the FanStop. Check them out. Also, great shirts, great apparel in general. Check them out at thefanstop.com. Let me get the first trivia while we open phone lines. First trivia. Give me the first ever college game day crew. Who were they? You won't know this, Jerem.
Okay. I've got to get to Keith's comment. I've got to get to it. I kind of want.
The first ever college game day crew, who were it? There was 3 of them, 3 people.
Johnson wants to know if anyone wants a pep talk because he's about to call in and give one. Is the phone line in there? I'm going to put it in there.
That is not correct. You have 0 correct. Actually, you have 1 correct. Corso. Corso's the only one you have correct so far. Corso is 1. That's one of them. There's 2 more guys.
Hey, by the way, Joe, I never said Gruden isn't OU material. I just said I'm selling. I don't think they're going to go get him. The question was, you think that he's the next guy? No, I don't think he is. But
and there's the answer. 918.
918 always.
Tim Brando, Lee Corso, and Bino Cook.
Bino Cook. Wow.
Can you believe him and Corso together?
405 Seth got it too. I like Tim Brando.
Yeah, he only did it for like a year, but that's trivia number 1. We're going to do about 3 or 4 trivia tonight.
Hey, I've got to go back to Key's comment about the defense cost OU the LSU game. It was OU's defense's maybe the worst game, but please listen. The offense was abysmal. In fact, OU's defense scored a touchdown at the end of the first quarter for their first points. They had so many 3-and-outs. It was the game Bauer Sharp to the pass. I think the defense is like, okay, we're doing this again.
Yeah.
It's very hard to just say that was defense fault. They didn't play well. I agree.
Hey,
it almost looked like they were throwing in the towel for the first time all year.
Yeah, Talon. The answer to that would be Notre Dame, Florida State.
Yes.
Notre Dame, Florida State. 1993, I believe.
Phone lines are open.
Just watch the special.
Phone lines are open. Gregot says that OU X post would
Did you watch it, Germ?
Oh, I saw the clip of Jaden Jackson, yes.
Oh, man. It looks good.
Jay, he looks unblockable with one guy.
Not with one guy. You're not gonna move him. He's a wall.
Right.
He's a wall, brick wall, man.
Right. And if they got to double up the middle, the edges are going to have all night long games.
Yeah.
So
that's right. 1 week from tonight is the special Sooner Surge show where we'll go from 9:30 p.m. till we haven't put a parameter on it yet, but we'll be going all throughout the night. And
Jay, I hope I'm feeling better.
I think we need to put a parameter on that. There's got to be at least a certain amount of people on the show before we. I mean, if it's me and you, I'm saying I'm pulling the cord, man.
A week from tonight.
A week from tonight.
The night before OU's first game.
Yes, correct. The night before OU's
first game. The night before game day.
Correct.
Hey, praise. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's get to Greg. We got Greg on the line. What's up, Greg?
Oh, nothing much, fellas. How y'all doing tonight?
Well, man, how are you?
To hear.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, haven't been tuning in that much, or calling in at least. I've been tuning in more than I've been calling in. Just, the whole kid thing. Y'all are fathers. Y'all get it.
It's life-changing.
It is indeed easily the most transformative thing I've ever gone through in life.
For sure. You ready for the season, though?
Yeah, really ready. I guess what I want to talk about is this whole week 0 thing. Now, I know week 0 is kind of like a soft launch to the college football season. You usually don't have like a real big marquee matchup, but it is the first week of college football, and the whole Ireland thing they've been doing the last couple of years is kind of cool. But no disrespect to Farmageddon, but the best we could do is Kansas State, Iowa State. They couldn't have picked any other teams to do this to start off the college football season. Come on, guys.
I think it's because people don't want to it's probably hard to get a team to want to go there. I don't know. K-State's given up a home game to go to Dublin to play Iowa State. And listen, a matchup that could very well be deciding who's going to the playoff out of the Big 12.
Well, you think you don't think any other teams are going to have more to say about it?
Oh, there are, but I think Iowa State's coming off their best year in their history. K-State, Avery Johnson, a lot of people love. To me, it's those two, it's Arizona State, those three, and maybe.
And they're both ranked. That's pretty good. I mean,
yeah, you're right.
Ranked teams are pretty good.
I come in here, talking smack. It is at least a ranked matchup, so I'll give it that.
Are
Now,
you a
I'd like to see
K-State guy?
what the crowd's like. What's the crowd going to be like there? That's the question.
I think it looked pretty good from what I've seen.
The crowd's going to be a bunch of random drunk Irish people. I mean, I don't know how many. You think there a lot of fans would travel to that? I mean,
I know some K-State fans, and they said K-State's traveling. Now, I assume Iowa State is because Iowa State, of course, in basketball, it's maybe different. Iowa State's known for how well they travel. So I don't know.
But are they really, middle America fans, or are they a bunch of Irish people they paid to wear purple and red?
That's the question.
I think they're Iowa State fans. Dusty Dvorak was out in the streets interviewing people in Dublin.
Is he doing the game?
Yeah, I don't think some of them knew where Iowa State was.
Well, probably not.
They're calling it Farmageddon, right?
Yeah, that's what that matchup's called, Farmageddon.
Was it always called that?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But to the question, am I a Kansas State fan? I mean, not really. I mean, I'm an OU fan through and through. That's my team. I guess I can enjoy, living here in Kansas. I can enjoy K-State and Kansas with mild admiration, just not being super connected to it. But I mean, I'll tune into their games when OU's not playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to at least have some college football on the TV. I'll be looking forward to that.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks, Greg.
Always see it.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Jeremy, I'm not a fan of neutral site games though to open the season.
I love them when they're in Jerry's World or
I don't know who Nebraska opens with, but their first game is in Arrowhead, week 1, I believe. I don't like the neutral site games. Remember when OU went and played there in Jerry's World and played BYU? I hated it.
Yeah, because they lost and Bradford got
it. I don't like it. I don't like the neutral sites.
Keith Rudolph says, well, for those saying we will go 9-3, how many will say which 3 games we will lose this year? I've already said mine. I've got OU losing to Texas. I've got OU losing to 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2, guys.
South Carolina, Tennessee.
South Carolina, Tennessee, and then I got them losing to Bama. That's my 3. But maybe not. Maybe not.
Who's the better quarterback? K-State or Iowa State?
Rocco Becht he's a veteran. He's done a lot.
Hey, Chuck, this is different. I'm not talking about a rivalry game. I'm talking about a random game to open the season at a neutral site. That's all I'm talking about. I love the rivalry games at neutral sites. Love it. I don't like the ones to open the season with just 2 random teams playing on a neutral site. That's all.
Now, it is going to be – I saw Greg out say people sleeping on LSU. Here's going to be the interesting thing. Let's just hypothetical say OU does lose to Texas, Tennessee, Bama. They're 8-3 going into that game. You have a team that's 8-3 at home with a coach who hasn't won a lot of big-time games against LSU, who also is known for maybe not winning the big one. And OU's at home. I think that's why I lean to OU winning that game. It's the home.
9-3.
Yeah.
9-3. Beat someone we're not supposed to beat, Robert says. It could very well happen. Who would that be, though? That's the question. 12-0, baby. 12-0, Benjamin says. Hey, by the way, I think I saw this on Twitter or on ESPN. Prayers out to South Carolina. I think it was their defensive line coach. It was in a bad wreck. Now,
really?
I want to make sure I'm not speaking out of that and that it wasn't a fake thing I saw, but I thought I saw it on 2 different places. So if somebody has seen that, let me know if I'm right on that but I think he's doing okay, but it was a pretty big wreck. Maybe somebody can look that up.
LSU can win the big one, but Brian Kelly can't. And that's the question. And they are senior laden at the biggest position, which is quarterback. Garrett Nussmeier is the real deal. However, I know he's not injured. I do think that tendonitis in the knee can flare up and maybe platoon. We talked about this another time about how it's related to this Osgood Schlatter's, which I'm familiar with, and he had a surgery for that. But it's going to be interesting if he's got any kind of issue moving forward in that tendonitis on the patellar, because I don't know who's their backup, Jay. They got to transfer, did they not? As their backup?
Yeah,
Hunter said that coach is in the hospital after wreck per many media outlets.
Yeah, and I don't follow LSU that closely to know who their backup and third string is. But hey, switching back gears to OU, for the most part, I think came out of fall camp pretty unscathed, injury-wise.
Fairly.
So we got a caller, it looks like.
Former Sooner himself, DB Daniel Brooks.
What's up, Daniel?
How are you doing?
Good.
I got two things. Maybe this will serve some people in the comments, not in a negative way, but just to keep the conversations going. This is the issue I have. So, we see our talent. We see our talent on the team. We see the blue chip ratios, always in the top 10, et cetera, all those good things. But this is where my issue is. Like I said yesterday, you hear all these pundits and analysts, et cetera, say how potentially dangerous OU can be. Watch out for OU. OU's potentially can be this. They're this and that. All you hear all that stuff, but then under the same breath, but I can only pick them for 8 wins because of the schedule. Whether it be a contradiction, oxymoron, whatever you want to say it is, that's where the issue is with me, is because if our team is potentially that talented, or you think they're that talented, whether it be the best defensive line, we have one of the top quarterbacks in the transfer portal, we have one of the best running backs coming in. Obviously, some people say the whole line is questionable just because last year, but last year has no precedent on this year. I don't want to hear how talented we are, but you can't pick more than 8 wins, etc.
That's a good point.
Schedule. If we're that good, we're going to win, period, regardless of the schedule. If the schedule's worse next year, if we have a dominant team, it doesn't matter what the schedule is. So I'm getting sick of hearing every time someone starts raving about OU, but then there's that but at the end, but the schedule. Then maybe we're not that good if you're trying to sit here and say all we can muster up is 8 wins with this schedule if we're that talented.
Well,
I don't know how y'all feel, but that right there in my head just bugs the hell out of me. I'm sorry.
I think this is the reason. Bingo, right here. It's what Sooner fans are saying is, and I agree with you. There's this talk nationally. There's talk from Sooner fans. OU won in the portal at many positions. They got the best player out of the portal at several positions. I mean, you could throw Kendall Daniels in there at that cheetah position. It was a massive get. So they got all this talent, and then, I'm only going to pick them 8 wins because of the schedule is what OU fans say. But in reality, the reason is because BV is the head coach. That's what they don't trust, I think.
No, what I think, I agree with you, Daniel, specifically in a few games that people like. I'm not sold on, like if you look at OU's talent and the people saying where OU is talented wise, are they more talented than South Carolina? Do you think they are?
Across the board, I would say.
So that's what I'm saying. If you are, then you would. In years past, people would pick him to win that game.
Okay, let me ask this question. People saying because BB is the head coach. Let's go into dream world, reality world. Let's eliminate last year. In last year, we came into the SEC after the 10-3 season. Would people then still be saying the same thing? Just with the 10-3 attached to BB's name? Yes, we had the 2 wins that we really should have won with Kansas and OSU. But if we just let's just go fantasy world. If we eliminate last season and we came into last season's SEC with the 10-3 record, would that still be the mindset?
Well, no, because even last year with Jackson Arnold, I was guilty. A lot of fans were like, OU's going to do it this year.
I thought so too. I mean, yeah. But I think the difference is they got BV and the staff and they got what they needed out of the portal. And BV has recruited really good on defense, and they are very talented on defense. I think everybody knows that. I don't think anybody would question that. And then you look at what they brought in offensively with Ott and Mateer and Arbuckle. I see what you're saying, Daniel. Like, it sounds like with all this talent, you should be getting wins, right?
I'm just saying if I'm using, like I said, I'm going into a dream scenario. I'm not saying eliminate. I'm saying if that was the case. I know you can't eliminate.
It changed a lot, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It would have changed a lot. So that's, but And then the next thing I had it was, and maybe this will start some things too, but in terms of the depth chart, I hear people, this person should be starting, this person should, et cetera, et cetera. Just being in that process of being in there when depth charts are released, potentially thinking about where you as a player could be. The one thing I can say is for fans to understand, day one depth chart is not the, oh, this player is better than this player. And I would honestly say the day one depth chart is not the definitive of what the roster is going to be for the entirety of the season. So when that roster eventually comes out this upcoming week, I don't want people to jump to conclusion and, maybe this player is not as good as we thought they were. And that's not how it works. It's sometimes you put players where they are because of how they work together in the O-line with the other players or how they picked up a team. There's other scenarios that happen, and throughout the season that may change because one player is starting to stand out better than the other. Because the first depth chart is based on how you look against your team. Game speed, I don't care how many you can have camp for 6 months. Game speed is 100% different than camp speed any day of the week. So when you get into game speed and then those depth charts start to change, that's when you're really going to start seeing talent step up and who needs to be put in the right places.
And that's where BV and the coaches, if a guy ain't cutting it in game day, forget how great of a practice. Like they've got to be able to make the switch like that. I think at the O-line, if a young guy gets in there and looks better in the game, and I agree with you. Let me ask you this, Daniel. Maybe as far as, and I don't know if they ever revealed this to players or had conversations or pulled players. When you were there into the coach's office and had a little one-on-one talk. But are depth charts ever released and people on a depth chart placed on there simply for motivational purposes to light a fire under a certain player?
I've never heard that. I'm not going to sit here and say that the coaches have never done that. But I think that, you know what? So this is what I can say about it. I don't think that they do that, or at least they don't let us know. But I will say if someone has been a starter or someone has proved the ability to play, but they had a bad camp, I think they will then say, we're going to play this guy because of the camp. Now, they won't bring them in and tell you. They don't bring any of us in and let us know what that depth chart's going to be. Yeah. So I can see doing that to light a fire under the player that has the ability to be better or shown spurts of being better, but maybe they're inconsistent. Maybe there's some maturity that needs to happen, things like that, and that lights a fire in for them to maybe go in and get more film study, get with their position coach and work on some things like that, get in the weight room, get stronger, get bigger, get faster. So there's things like that may happen. Like I said, I wouldn't say coaches don't do that. They've never said it to us, but I think they do that, but they won't tell us obviously because that'll just bring up a whole nother conversation within the locker room.
Yeah. Hey, good stuff, Daniel.
Yeah, thanks. That's going to get some conversation going, I'm sure, in here with those two comments. Daniel. Appreciate it. Hey, Jay, I want to talk about the first part that he said. And, the comment, because BV's head coach, because of last year, the caveat that Daniel Brooks said, it wasn't even those two. It was people are saying really high on OU, but the schedule. And I think what he's saying is this. How can you say OU is this good, but the schedule? Like, if they're that good, then they're that good. So what is it that's holding? And I think it is. I think 918 used the term burned in their heads. Last season is burned in the minds of Sooner fans. They can't get to a place in their mental state to say, forget the schedule. It's OU. And that's, I think, justifiable based on last year.
Well, and
BV has not proven yet that he can win at a high level consistently.
Yeah, but I think also what Daniel was also saying is, like, we're only 2 years removed from OU having a good offense with Jeff Levy. It was just last year they sucked.
Right, but even the year
they had good offenses under BV.
But even the year they did, they lost games they shouldn't have lost, Jay. They were better talented.
I understand that. And I think it's been a combo of a lot of things. Year one under Brent Venables, he was fiddling out the guys that were there and the real soft defense. and you had to kind of get through that. Okay, the defense wasn't a good year one. The offense was pretty dang good. I mean, a lot of games they scored a lot of points. They had some clunkers. Year two, that was more of what you had. Better defense. You still had the good offense, but then you lose to Kansas and OSU, and you're still thinking, what if, man? What if? And then last year you get the clunkers. So,
I think it's like this, Jay. I think it's like this. And look, I can't tread water. It's one of the things I wish I could do, and I can't. But if I was a really good swimmer and had really good confidence in my swimming ability, and I'm in the middle of the ocean and there's a cliff, I'm not going to go to the cliff and say, or the water and say, well, it's just really deep. If I can swim, I can swim. If I trust my ability, I can. So I think what he's saying is if OU fans are all in on what's happened in the offseason, then why do you care about the schedule? I think that's what he was getting at.
Well, yeah, and I you hear Al Eshbeck said something similar to that on the unofficial 40 pod. And OU fans, and we're all fans on here, a lot of us, I mean, before the SEC, it was like, get me to the SEC. I want to play these teams in the SEC. And now that they're there, it's like the schedule stuff. So I see how it is. But if OU is as talented and they are able to do it on the field, I think we're going to know everything about this team after week 2. And if they go 2-0, they beat Michigan. Let's just say they beat Michigan in 10 or 12 points. I think there will be a lot of people that will take notice of Oklahoma and will forget about last year. Just will forget about it. And that's what they need to happen. They need to come out their first 2 games and play really well, offensively and defensively. Hey, let me get to the second trivia for the night. Hey, check out Sugar 66. Very own 918, who answered the first trivia question, is the proud owner of Sugar 66. 2 locations, one in Tulsa, one in Catoosa. Candy, sweets, desserts, great stuff, great products. Check them out, Sugar 66. Let's see if 918 can go 2 for 2 on the evening with trivia. But I'm going to stick to, I watched the Lee Corso special. I'm going to stick to a game day question. Who was the first ever guest picker on College Game Day? The first ever guest picker on College Game Day. Who was it? We'll see if anybody gets this one quick. They got it pretty quick last time, and I know it's tough. And there it is, 918, 2 for 2. Is he going to get the trifecta tonight? He's going to get the hat trick tonight. We'll switch hats. He's going to get the hat trick. It was Charles Barkley, the very first guest picker. Good stuff, 918. Chuck, I saw your comment. I know what you're saying. It is tougher than the Big 12. But 2 years ago, nobody from Oklahoma as OU fans be worried about South Carolina. Right?
Jay,
Missouri,
I'm going to say
Missouri.
No, but Jay, yeah. Chuck says, don't act brand new, guys. I agree with Chuck and I agree with Johnson. Deep down in places you don't want to talk about at parties, you like it. You like the schedule. Okay? Sit here and admit it, Sooner fans. Deep down inside, whether you want to say it or not, you like the schedule. You asked for this schedule. You begged for this going to the SEC. We want the SEC. We want the SEC. Give it to us. Oh, we're going to go there. We're going to go. Stop it. You like it, Sooner fans. Stop using it as an excuse. And I know there's a little Jack Nicholson there from A Few Good Men.
Oh my gosh, I was going to just say that sounds like Jack Nicholson.
That's what it reminds me of.
Oh. You can't handle the truth type deal?
Exactly. You can't handle the truth because deep down in places that you don't want to talk about, you like it.
Every
Something
year,
to that effect.
Every team is different. I agree, Benjamin. But I do think you take traits from each team that you that goes along with you. Now, I'll agree with KJ here. The way the schedule is set up, I like it. I talked about this the other night. I like the way it's set up especially at the front end of the schedule. Now, the back end of the schedule is brutal. Here's the fact of the matter. If you don't start good, it's going to be a long season because your back half of the schedule is really hard.
Do we really want a cushy schedule?
No, I don't. I don't want to cush.
Hey, you cannot sit here and say, this is Oklahoma. There's only one Oklahoma, but I don't want to play the big-time programs. Hey, this is Oklahoma. Can you schedule cupcakes for us? This is Oklahoma, but we may not be very good because our schedule's tough. This is Oklahoma. We won in the portal, but the schedule, just don't know.
Hey, Mess, I watched the ESPN special, and they said first guest picker was Charles Barkley. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying all that. Hey, let's get to Cade. We got Cade on the line.
Cade was begging for the calling link. He must have something for us.
Happy Friday, Cade. What's up?
What up, guys? Happy Friday to y'all.
Yeah, what's going on?
I was going to say, who cares about the schedule? I mean, if we want to be the best, we got to beat the best. It is what it is. So, I mean, you can have a cupcake schedule all year, get to the playoffs and play these good teams and lose. I mean, so
that's right.
If you really want to test yourself and see if what they've been trying to build is going to work, we're going to have to play the tough teams. And we're never going to win a conference championship playing soft teams. It's just not going to happen.
That is speaking facts, Cade.
You want the truth? That's the truth.
That's the truth.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
That's
we've beat SEC teams. I mean, look at the times that we made it to the playoffs through the Big 12. We played all those teams. We normally lost one or two games, still made it to the top four. And guess what? We lost to LSU. We lost to Georgia. I mean, it is what it is. So if we can go out and beat these teams and prove to ourselves and the fans that we can beat these teams, we're going to be fine. We'll be able to compete for championships.
You know what, Cade? If OU makes the playoff this year, could be the favorite going into it with that schedule. You could look at it that like if they can get through that schedule at 9-3 or 10-2, who's going to not pick them win a championship at that point? You have a good chance.
Exactly. I mean, there's a reason that pretty much every year SEC or Big Ten win the championship.
Yeah, so that's right. It's out in front of you. Now you just got to go make it happen.
Yeah, I think there's I think I'm optimistic, but I think we can be a lot better than last year. We definitely don't have the injuries as of now, but it's just you got to go prove it. That's the reason everyone's question is we haven't proven anything. Yeah, we had the 10-3 season in the Big 12, and I don't like to. I like BV. I don't want to see him gone, but
neither.
He's got to go prove it. He's got to go. He's got to go prove it. Yeah,
haven't won a bowl game yet.
I don't know if y'all seen my comment, but we got to get Jay Johnson on here to give us a Bruce Buffer. It's time.
Bruce Buffer.
Hey, before this show's over in about 7 minutes, Jay Johnson, I know, is going to call in. He's going to pump everyone up out of their mind tonight.
Hey,
that's right. You want to be a big dog? Beat the big dogs. That's it.
That's right. Appreciate it.
Great call, Cade.
Hey, Jay, there was a time, and you said you watched that documentary, Not So Fast, my friend. I'm going to use the mantra right now. Not so fast, my friends. There was a time many years ago when Sooner fans, OU fans, begged to play SEC teams in bowl games. We wanted to play them. We want to show them the Big 12's better than the SEC. You guys remember this, Sooner fans? You beat Florida with Kyle Trask. Oh, OU's better. Trevor Knight beats Alabama. SEC what? SEC who? What's this OU? Oh, we can play with the big boys. And now it's we don't want to play with the big boys. I don't like it. And I didn't see Joe's comment.
I didn't either. Hey, Jerm.
Find it.
I see Mess's comment here. And if OU goes 9-3, he might be coach of the year. Very well could be.
Yeah. Joe says, Jerm, BV hasn't gone into the SEC with his guns fully loaded. Let's see what.
I agree.
Let's say this, Joe. Look, Joe, last year, I think they thought they had some guns fully loaded, and those guns ended up being water guns and not actual guns.
And you know what? There's going to be this back and forth.
You shot him and the flag came out the back end.
Well, there's going to be this back and forth of who hired Seth Luttrell. That's it. If that was BV, then that's on him. And it was also on the staff for not having a quarterback coach for Jackson Arnold.
Correct.
I mean, so there's a lot of situations that they didn't go in fully loaded. Well, first off, they probably didn't think Levy was leaving, and he did. You got a new DC. I also don't think the Ted Roof hire initially was a good hire to bring him in at the first. And then so he leaves as you go into the SEC. But defense wasn't a problem last year anyway, so.
Yeah. And I like your pun intended. The injuries had them hamstrung. Yeah, and there are some hamstring injuries, but look at KJ Goated getting to a sink or surge very quickly. I know we're all waiting. We want Johnson to call in because he's just going to motivate everyone. But we can do a little sink or surge right now, Jay. It's time, Sooner Nation, for the last 5 minutes. Sink or surge here with the Sooner Surge. Give us your take, and we will sink or surge it. We'll start with KJ Goated since it was the first one on here, Jay.
Hey, real quick before you do, the Cade comment that I had up, he's absolutely right. This is BV's best team he's had going into this season. This is it. I mean, they got.
I agree. It is, Jay. Overall, it is.
What?
Games do start tomorrow, Devin. You got 11 o'clock a.m. in Dublin, Ireland. You got K-State, Iowa State, top 25 matchup. Kansas, Fresno State also play tomorrow in Kansas. KJ Goated, sink or surge. OU would go undefeated in the Big 12 this season. I'm sinking that.
Sinking that. I just think in general,
there's no undefeated teams anymore.
In general, it's tough to go undefeated.
Right.
You don't see it very often anymore, so I would say sink.
BV proves it. Sink or surge.
I'm going to say surge.
I'm surging it.
I'm surging it. I'm at 9-3. So
get motivated. It's time. Surge that one.
9-3, man. 9-3.
God rewatched the Navy game. He's in his mind remembering and watching Kip Lewis slamming his helmet on the field multiple times after the final whistle. Hopefully they remember that sour taste losing to a team like Navy. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much low as you can get.
Hey John, we haven't done game by game, but we've pretty much picked 9-3 for Oklahoma. We'll do game by game before the season starts. We're both at 9-3. And you know what? If they go 9-3, that's probably maybe in the playoffs. So that would be outstanding.
Sink or surge. BV is coach of the year in the 2025. Are you saying SEC coach of the year? I might surge that he's the SEC coach of the year, but if he is, he's probably the national coach of the year. Unless a guy like Dabo Sweeney lands that with like an 11-1 season.
Yeah, I think Clemson's really good, Jerm. And there were a lot of people that didn't think Dabo could do it in this era. There were a lot of people.
He hasn't done it yet.
They were Jerm. They were pretty good last year.
He has not proven it in the NIL era.
I get it, but I think they
will. Era.
I think they will this year. I think they will.
Dabo hasn't done it. You're right, man.
I think they will this year.
Sooners beat Texas, sink or surge. Right now, I have Texas winning, but that could change by then. I'm sure a little motivation and getting me amped will help me change my mind.
Man, can you imagine OU goes 10-2 this year? It'll just be like good old days, man, won't it?
Oh, it'd be great.
Hey, and by the way, the best thing to happen to Oklahoma will be for OU to go 9-3 or 10-2 and BV. Listen, BV's not going anywhere unless they get rid of him. He could be the next coach for the next 15 years.
Yeah, I agree.
If he's a really good coach and he can do that, that is the best thing that can happen to OU's program is for him to be in the long haul and then be really good. But it has to happen now.
918, pretty sure Dabo has only taken 4 or 5 transfers since the portal ever started. He is doing things his own way, and right now he's winning, but he's not winning championships.
Correct. But he is doing
Dabo versus BV in a playoff, sink or surge. I think if they're in the playoff now, they don't necessarily see them like that, but there's a chance they both could be in the playoff.
Hey, you know what's crazy? We did a sink or surge last night, and I asked Scotty Scheffler going to win, and you go, Tommy Fleetwood's going to win.
And you're like, Fleetwood? Who's leading right now?
Tommy Fleetwood, Jerm.
Almost like I know things.
Both undefeated when we meet in October. Yes, surging that. I'm surging that. No. Yeah, I'm surging it. I think Texas beats Ohio State. The one I'm not sure yet on Texas is at Florida, but I think they beat Ohio State. Both undefeated. Man, I think OU will be undefeated. right now I'm probably leaning Texas as well.
BV versus Sark in a cage match. I got BV.
Oh, BV all day long. I got BV in pretty much any coach matchup, Jerm.
Yeah.
Name another coach right now that you'd pick to beat him.
I like Vandy's coach.
Fair.
Man, another great night.
Hey, I got one more trivia tonight, and it's an OU trivia.
Okay, let's hear it. Check out the FanStop, thefanstop.com. Sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. I know some people texting the Discord. They got their welcome shirt. Kudos, and thanks for signing up for that. And, yeah, check them out, thefanstop.com. What's up, Jay? Last trivia
tonight, we're going to go for a trifecta to see if 918 can complete the hat trick. If he does, we'll throw our hats off, Jerm, if he gets it. But here we go. This is an OU question, not from game day. The year right now is 2025. We're 8 days away. The year is 2000. Who wore number 8 for Oklahoma?
2000. National title year.
Correct. Who wore number 8?
I think I know it.
I bet you don't.
Really?
Bingo, Aaron. Nate Hibble. I did not remember he was on that team.
Was he red-shirted or just?
I didn't know he was on that team.
Wow. 918 was going to get it.
Aaron stops
Aaron prevents the streak
from happening.
Yeah.
Aaron's been kind of hot lately too.
Aaron's been on the heater, Jay.
He's been on a heater, man. He's been on a heater.
Hey, guys, thanks as always. Tomorrow night on the live, we'll actually be able to talk football because there'll be games. So it'll be fun.
Great.
Tomorrow night at 9:30. Hit the like before you leave. It helps our channel. We appreciate you joining us every single night. You guys are so faithful, this chat, to just being here every night, chatting with us, carrying conversation, promoting conversation and discussion. We really do appreciate it. Thanks for being real. Thanks for being here. And thanks for really being here. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a super Saturday. Football time is here. It's time. Let's get amped up, Sooner Nation.